I am teacher Shirley teaching science for class 6. Today I am going to start with the physics chapter, physical quantities and measurement. Let us see what is physical quantity. Something that can be measured. Something that can be measured is called physical quantity. Examples of physical quantity: mass, length, time, temperature. These are examples of physical quantity. Now let us see what is measurement. Measurement is the determination. Measurement is the determination of size, quantity or capacity of an object. So measurement is the determination of size, quantity or capacity of an object. Measurement can be done by using instruments like rulers, balance, clocks, etc. For example, if we want to measure the quantity of ingredients before preparing a dish, we need to take the measurement. That is an example for measurement. So let us see what is an unit now. Unit for measuring an unknown physical quantity it should be compared with a known fixed quantity. Okay, so unit for measuring an unknown physical quantity, it should be compared with a known fixed quantity, that is known as unit. For example, consider the length of a table is 50 centimeter. Centimeter is the unit and 50 is the magnitude of the physical quantity that is the length. So we have already discussed what is a physical quantity, what is measurement, examples for measurement, what is a unit, example of a unit. Now let us see what is the need for SI unit. What is the need for SI unit? In olden days, people use these units like cubits, handspan, foot to measure length by using their body parts. So when they use their body parts, the length of the body parts varies from person to person. As a result, there will be variation in result. To overcome this variation in result, in 1790, a set of standard units called metric system was introduced. And in 1960, this system has the international system of units called SI units. For example, length can be measured in meters. Volume can be measured in liters. Time can be measured in seconds. So this is the importance and need for SI unit. Now let us see what are the rules to be followed while using an SI unit. Following rules should be kept in mind while using SI unit. The first rule, the full form of a unit, even one named after a person, is written in small letters. For example, Kelvin, Watt, Newton. All these are written in small letters. Now second rule is the symbol for a unit named after a person is written in capital letters. For example, Kelvin. So K will be in capital letter. Now third rule is the symbol for a unit not named after a person. A person is written in small letters. Example, meter. So meter will be written in small letters. Now the fourth rule is full stop is never put for a unit except it comes at the end of a sentence. The last rule, the full form of a unit is written in plural, but the symbol for a unit is never with plural. Example, 10 meters, M-E-T-R-E-S, meters. Or you can write 10 meter in small letter m, but not like 10 meters. That is, you will not write like this, 10 meters. This is wrong. This is wrong. When you write like this is wrong. You can write like this, 10 meter. This is the correct way of writing. Now let us discuss about measurement of length. What is length? Length is the distance between the two ends of an object. Ends of an object. So distance, length is the distance between the two ends of an object. Consider length of a string. The distance from one end of the string to the other end of the string. This gives you the length of the string. Now what is the SI unit of length? SI unit of length is meter. If you want to measure small length, smaller units are used, like centimeter, millimeter. They are the sub-multiples of meter. And if you want to measure large length, that is the bigger units are used, kilometer. They are the multiples of meter. Now let us see in detail what are multiples and sub-multiples of meter. Now let us see what are the multiples of meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. 1 hectometer is equal to 100 meter. 1 decameter is equal to 10 meter. The symbol for kilometer is km. The symbol for hectometer is hm. And the symbol for decameter is DAM. Now let us see the sub-multiples of meter. 1 decimeter is equal to 1 by 10 meter. 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter. 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 1000 meter. The symbol for decimeter is dm. The symbol for centimeter is cm, and the symbol for millimeter is mm. Other than these units, there are certain other units also used to measure length. Like inches, foot are used to measure length. Let us see now what is 1 inch. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. 12 inches. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. Now let us see what is 1 foot. 1 foot is equal to 30.5 centimeter. So there are other units also used to measure length. That they are the inches, foot, etc. 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeter. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot, and 1 foot is equal to 30.5 centimeter. Now let us see the instruments used for measuring length. Ruler, for example, ruler, meter rod, measuring tape, these are the instruments used for measuring length. Ruler. Ruler, we make use of ruler to measure small length, to take the dimension of a textbook or notebook, etc. They have markings in centimeter and millimeter on one side and other side with inches. Now let us see what is the use of a meter rod. If we want to measure the length of the classroom, we make use of meter rod. Next is the measuring tape. The tailors make use of measuring tape to measure the size of the cloth. Now, let us see what are the precautions to be followed before using a ruler. Ruler should be placed parallel to the object of the ruler. Zero of the ruler should coincide with one end of the object. So first rule is the ruler should be placed parallel to the object. Zero markings of the ruler should coincide with one end of the object. Now, next rule while using a ruler. An error can take place. An error occurs due to the improper positioning of the eyes while taking reading. That is known as the parallax error. Now the third point that we should follow while taking reading is if the ends of the ruler are chipped or do not have clear markings, measurements should be taken from the first mark of the ruler. And the last point is while measuring length, the reading falls in between the centimeter. If the reading is more than half, higher values is taken. For example, consider this is a ruler. The length of the ruler is 5.8. So approximately it will be 6 centimeter. If I take the length of this pen, okay, 4.1 centimeter. So approximately it will be 4 centimeter because it is less than half. Now let us see how to use a measuring tape. What is a measuring tape? Measuring tape is a long, narrow strip of plastic, cloth or flexible metal that has measurements marked on it. Centimeters are the most prominent markings. and there will be 10 markings between each centimeter, and that corresponds to millimeter. And measuring tape is mainly used by the tailors to measure. Students, with this we complete with the first topic of physical quantities.